We've had 4 events that have been nearly catastrophic.
We hit 100K per month and then everything came crashing.
Sometimes the best businesses start by solving your own problem. For Jesse Lakes, that problem was losing affiliate commissions from international traffic to his niche extreme sports soundtrack website. And yes, it's exactly as niche as it sounds. That single frustration eventually turned into Geniuslink, a company that's not only survived 4 overnight catastrophes, but has now emerged as the leading smart link platform for creators. But the journey to building Geniuslink started way back in college at the University of Montana for Jesse. While studying information systems, Jesse created a business plan for what he called the Bible for Extreme Sports, a website that would make money through advertising. There was just one problem though. His entire plan was based on pre-.com era ad rates. By the time he was working on the business plan, those rates had completely crashed.
In college, wrote this great business plan to do this website. And according to the research, I was going to be a millionaire before I graduated college. And it was all, of course, based off of pre.com era CPM rates. Those numbers just disappeared. And I was left with the affiliate marketing is really the only way to do ads. I couldn't get any ad buys. And that started off a kind of interesting relationship with affiliate marketing where I hated it. I wasn't paying out nearly what my spreadsheet said I should be earning. But it was an interesting beginning of the journey.
Jesse pivoted to affiliate marketing, getting a cut when someone purchased something through the links on his site, but he barely made any money from it. He tried a music blog with Google AdSense, he tested the iTunes affiliate program, nothing really worked. Between seasons as a raft guide in Costa Rica and working on different projects in Colorado and Montana, Jesse kept experimenting with different ideas. Eventually, he landed on something kind of interesting, a website showcasing his soundtracks from extreme sports films. The traffic to his website was growing really steadily, but his revenue, that was remaining really flat.
My aha moment was where I realized that turns out people around the world love skiing and surfing and snowboarding and music. Surprise, surprise. My oh no moment, which came shortly afterwards, is when I realized that all these people around the world that were clicking on my links were essentially getting served up a broken user experience because I was using iTunes and Amazon, which at that point were had digital rights licensing. You could only buy from the store where you had a credit card that matched that country's address. So called up my best friend, an engineer at Microsoft at this point, just said, "Hey, dude, can we make a smart link, a link that sends people to the right place based off their location or device or language, etc." And the classic engineer was like, "Yeah, dude, I can build anything, but you have to write the requirements doc."
If someone outside the United States purchased a song, Jesse wasn't getting his commission because it was processed through a different version of the iTunes store. The country of the visitor's credit card needed to match the country of the iTunes store for Jesse to earn his affiliate cut. And with this smart link fix in place, Jesse's revenue finally started increasing alongside his traffic. Now, with the solution and really knowing the iTunes affiliate program, another friend mentioned to Jesse, like, hey, why don't you just write a book about the iTunes affiliate program since you know it so well? And Jesse had always wanted to write a book, so he did just that. He self-published an ebook titled Mastering the iTunes Affiliate Program, even investing in a professional editor and book cover designer. And right before publishing, Jesse sent a copy to the iTunes affiliate team at Apple, assuming they would appreciate his work.
I was about ready to publish it, sent a copy off to Apple saying, "Hey, I'm a huge fanboy of iTunes, of Apple computers in general. I think you'll appreciate this. You have an amazing affiliate program, zip for documentation. Here you go." And I got a cease and desist, and they threatened to sue me if I published the book. It was a bit of a turnaround. I think, yeah, you probably remember freaking out that day, but then hopped on a call with this woman that happened to manage the affiliate program. She was the one I emailed the copy of the book to. And now, first 30 seconds, very civil and polite. Next 45 minutes, she just screamed at me. Now, who the F was I to be spreading all these lies? There's no way that I could know anything about the program. They'd never heard of me. There's no way I could know anything. Everything I had written must be lies. I was going to ruin the program. I was going to ruin her life, etc. So we came to the agreement that, yeah, I won't, I'll give you 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever, to review the book before I publish it. And we'll go from there. And a couple weeks later, she sent me an email back and was it 60,000 words, 160 pages. I had 3 pretty trivial mistakes. So they actually extended a job offer. So I trade in the flip-flops for a cubicle and a commute in Cupertino.
That conversation with Apple turned into Jesse spending 2.5 years leading their affiliate program. And the ironic part is that while he was fixing a bunch of issues at the Apple affiliate program, he was actually making one specific problem worse: geo-fragmentation. It was the exact same issue he had run into with his Soundtrack website. Now, as Apple expanded internationally, the problem of credit cards needing to match a country's store to get affiliate commissions was getting bigger. But Apple wasn't alone in this problem. Amazon was following the same path, expanding into more and more countries. Jesse ended up leaving Apple in 2012 to start what would eventually become Geniuslink. And this time around, his experience at Apple gave him a huge advantage.
We were pretty lucky. During my day job, LinkedIn suddenly became cool because I had a real job. You don't use LinkedIn a lot as a RAF guide, but yeah, once I was actually at a corporate job and those relationships were important, really worked hard on building a pretty good LinkedIn network with the people I was working with. And then this was not planned. Once I left Apple, I didn't leave my LinkedIn profile behind. So I had some pretty good connections with people that needed technology like I was building. So I was able to find some people there. That being said, we initially built the solution to fix the problems that we saw with music, but it turns out that apps were a much bigger opportunity at that point. And the iTunes affiliate program at that point also supported the App Store. So we had 2 clients that just essentially landed in our lap because of just the right amount of SEO. And again, this was a little bit of category design here, but there really wasn't a global affiliate link management solution at that point. So yeah, we had these 2 mobile ad networks that showed up as relatively early clients that were just pumping through a massive amount of volume. So yeah, they were instrumental for us to get to that 100K.
So with that, Geniuslink took off. They landed 2 major mobile ad networks as clients and hit 100K in monthly revenue. But then, almost overnight, Apple made changes to their affiliate program that eliminated the unique identifiers that made the smart links work. That 100K in monthly revenue quickly turned to 0. This was just one of the 4 events that would cut Geniuslink revenue in half pretty much overnight. Many of these disruptions were tied to their business model being dependent on the major affiliate programs. So effectively, if an affiliate program didn't approve of Geniuslink's approach, they could pretty much cut them off. This happened again when Geniuslink moved to their second revenue model called ClickShare. It was one of their favorite models because it created perfect alignment. Geniuslink would take 15% of the clicks flowing through their smart links. So essentially, their users would get revenue from their base country plus extra bonus money from international clicks that they weren't able to capture before. So if people were sharing their smart links really well and doing well with them, Geniuslink was also doing well. It was a win-win for everyone. But over time, an Amazon UK lawyer shut this model down, sending Geniuslink back to the drawing board. And eventually, they landed on the model they use today, a traditional SaaS company based on usage rates. They now start at $6 per month with an additional $2.50 per month for every 1,000 clicks through your unique Geniuslink smart links. Now, let me break down the 3 key growth strategies that have helped them build such a resilient business through all of these different business model changes. But actually, before I break down exactly how Geniuslink grew so quickly, I want to tell you about something I've been working on. For the last 8 months, I've been studying founders like Jesse, people who have bootstrapped their way from 0 to 250K in annual revenue. And now it's all in a report that shows the actual strategies these founders use to grow their businesses. You can read all about it in the Bootstrap report in the description of this episode. Back to how Geniuslink went from 0 to 250K in annual revenue. Growth strategy number 1 is relationships. After Jesse left Apple, he had a much more significant network and he pretty much used it immediately. He knew who was having problems with geo-fragmentation and reached out to them right after leaving Apple, essentially saying like, hey, I have this solution for you. These connections quickly became Geniuslink's first customers. And having led the affiliate program at Apple didn't hurt either. It gave him instant credibility, and writing that book on iTunes affiliate marketing helped too, even if he did make that book obsolete after being at Apple. Now, one thing Jesse and Shannon didn't directly mention to me, but was pretty clear from our conversation and also just kind of knowing who they are, is that they almost always know who the key stakeholders are. They seem to always know who to talk to at Amazon, even though those people change a lot. And they knew leaderships within the Apple ecosystem. And they almost always know many of the key players in the creator economy. And I've actually gotten to know them over the last few years at Craft and Commerce, and I get why people want to work with them. They're pretty wonderful people. Growth strategy number 2 is SEO. And those 2 big mobile ad networks that drove Geniuslink to their initial 250K and eventually 100K in months in revenue, well, they didn't come from Jesse or Shannon's network initially. They found Geniuslink through what Jesse calls just enough SEO. And the interesting part is that SEO is kind of built into Geniuslink because the product lends itself naturally to being a backlink. From 2012 to 2021, I guess, backlinks were gold for SEO, and backlinks probably still mean something today, but like how much they matter, I don't really know. And caveat to this, I don't really know all the mechanics of backlinks, but it's clearly worked for the Geniuslink team. When I looked up data on their backlinks, the numbers were absurd. GeoRide.com, which is the original domain for Geniuslink, has over 9.5 million backlinks, and Geniuslink has over 150,000 backlinks according to Ubersuggest. And now, yes, I know that data isn't always super accurate, but it's a good ballpark number. Growth strategy number 3 is social media. And even just having 150,000 backlinks kind of means your links are all over the internet, right? Well, it also doesn't hurt that Geniuslink is on YouTube videos and articles with massive view counts. Eventually, if you see a link enough, you have to naturally wonder, like, what are those? But I don't think that's been the main driver for this growth channel. The main driver from studying Geniuslink is that their customer base mostly all have audiences. When a product makes you more money without really any extra effort on your end, it's super easy for those customers to then recommend the product. And in this case, it's Geniuslink. And as Shannon mentioned to me, they'll just be going about their day-to-day business, but then 2 big YouTubers will start talking about Geniuslink on social media about how they love it. And then all of a sudden that adds a bunch of new customers. And this ends up creating a flywheel of growth for Geniuslink. A creator will start with Geniuslink, that creator will make more money with those smart links. They end up then recommending Geniuslink because if you're making money with affiliate marketing, you're already in the recommendations business, and then more people will sign up because of that recommendation. It's an incredible way to grow a business, and there's no extra effort by the Geniuslink team. They just need to make sure that the smart links are doing their job. Today, Geniuslink processes millions of clicks per month, and according to Jesse and Shannon, they're doing somewhere between $2 million and $1 billion in revenue. Not bad for a business that started because of a problem with a niche extreme sports soundtrack website. If you found this video helpful, I would love it if you can give it a like. And if you're looking for more content like this, check out the newsletter in the description below.